Crypto.XL. All right. There's a couple things that I wanted to say about this market. All right. And some takeaways that we have to learn from this market about what has happened over the past few days. Couple things to take away. First of all, we see that Bitcoin is pumping, right? That's number one. Um, let's look at these wicks. We've had 2 weeks to the downside. We've seen altcoins completely get obliterated, decimated. We've seen them turn into lint, right? If you look at on the daily or the weekly, you've seen that a lot of these coins have gotten destroyed. Especially if you're to check out the crypto bubbles, and this desecration has resulted in people losing faith in the market. Are we going to have an altcoin season? Why is my portfolio down 40%? I don't think I should have done crypto. I think it was a bad idea. Um, I hate this feeling. I hate that, the money I get paid is turning into a lot less than what I've gotten paid. Maybe I would have been better off just, spending it on something else, something I like. So I'm riding this with you. I'm right there with you. And I have those same feelings, Is this going to work out? Those kind of feelings. I want to reiterate, if you are putting too much money into crypto, maybe you should reconsider, right? If you can't sleep at night, if this thing is on your mind 24/7 and you're just having a bad day, bad week, and this is really bothering you, you might have too much on the table. Okay? So I'm not suggesting selling the lows because you're probably already in the market. But just going forward in the future, make sure you manage how much money you put in, and also make sure you manage your risk. That's another thing, right? These micro caps could end up doing 100x, but your entire portfolio should not be 95% micro caps unless you could really afford to lose it all. If you could afford to lose it all and you don't care, and you're just putting like spare change, a couple $100 or whatever it is to you, and you don't mind losing it, then sure, no problem. But if this is really the bulk of your portfolio, and this is almost like a semi-retirement fund, and putting it all on a micro cap, 500k micro cap might not be the wisest decision. That all being said, right, during the week, we've seen really high quality projects get decimated. Even the likes of Optimism, Say, Crowcoin, Injective, these coins are down 25 to 30% on the weekly. AVAX. So the question is crypto hard? Strategy wise, it's not hard. Just buy red and buy the fair. When the fair and greed index is below 30, buy. It's not hard at all. Let's accumulate in the bull market and in the red, DCA in the red in the bull market when the fair and greed index is below 30. It's not hard at all. What is hard is executing and being consistent with it. Because right now, if you put $1,000 in and then within a couple days, your $1,000 is $600, that is not a good feeling. It feels like crap. It's horrible. It's a horrible feeling. And then you come back the next day and it's $550. And then you start to think, will this thing ever go up? How could it possibly be this low? What in the world is going on? Now, there was a coin, Ghostius Maximus. This is a meme coin on Solana. It has gone from $1.24 and it went down to like 10 cents. So you could imagine the feeling of, okay, it's going to go up eventually. And then every time you come back and you check on it, it is down by a lot more, right? So this is crypto in a nutshell. It goes lower than you expect it to go for longer than you expect it to go lower. And the reason why this happens is it's the intent is to get you out of the market and to get you out of your position. That's the real reason this is happening, to make sure that you give up. And once you give up, Bitcoin goes to $150,000. That's really what's happening. They're waiting for you to give up. Once you give up, we're going to go to all-time highs, maybe $200,000. Once you quit and you sell your bags, you capitulate, you stop buying altcoins, and not only do you stop, you sell altcoins, and you take the money out of the market. Bitcoin is going to go to all-time highs, and Bitcoin dominance is going to fall. So we're really just waiting for you to give up. I have to say it like that because it's true. And when I say you, I also mean me, right? Because we are retail. The market makers know human psychology, and they know how to take the most amount of money from the most amount of people. These coins, especially the small cap altcoins, have gone so low that I would just say it's amazing. It's amazing how low that they've gone, really. But what we have to do is to counter program our minds and see these things as buying opportunities. Because smart money is buying down here. They're buying here. And I'm sorry, this is Bitcoin dominance. But even then they're buying there for the right coins. But with Bitcoin's the smart money is buying here on these wicks. That's where they're buying. Okay? So what we have to do is learn to manage our fear and manage our expectations. We can't expect to buy something on Monday and then by Tuesday we up 300%. It doesn't work like that, right? We were supposed to go up right here. Instead, we wicked all the way down and it crashed. And we survived that. And then the market slowly came down. And then this other wick, this second wick right here, this is a 50% capitulation on a lot of people's portfolios. And seeing a free fall like that, it just feels horrible, especially if it's money that you're counting on by next month. I'm going to take out $2,000 and I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that. And then you see this thing plummet 50%. This is enough to make you just want to sell your portfolio, make you want to get out of the market. So this is what I mean about the strategy behind the market makers and what they're doing. They're setting up a perfect storm for you to capitulate and for you to give up. They're also setting up a perfect storm to make you think that these coins are never going to come back. And I guarantee you, right when you sell everything you have and you give up, Bitcoin is going to all-time highs and above. And more importantly, your coin is going to do a 20x the second you leave the market. Let me also say, this is not financial advice. This is just my opinion on the market and the current market situation. Should you need a financial advisor, consult one. This is simply my opinion on the market. I'm a crypto enthusiast, just like you are. And I'm just communicating what I see. I see manipulation. I see them using the Trump coin. And I see them using the tariffs and the trade dispute to bring the market down further than it should have gone. It should not have gone this far down. We've had trade disputes before. They work themselves out. There's no reason why altcoins, especially microcaps, should have turned into dust. This is manipulation. It was meant to shake you out of your bags. And it's also meant to make you give up conviction in these coins. And I guarantee you that once retail sentiment is down here or down to the bottom, they're going to send this thing so high that we're gonna have to wrap our heads around how could something go from a penny to $12. We're going to have to sit down and figure out how did that happen, and how did it happen so fast. So the Federal Reserve meeting on rate cuts are next month during March. There they might decide whether or not we get more than one rate cut, or we getting a rate cut now, etc., and so on. So as the timing to when the altcoin microcap market could turn around, it's anybody's guess. It could be from mid-February onwards. It could be March onwards, or maybe they push it a little bit more. But if I was a betting man, what I would bet on is that the market for small caps, for micro caps, mid caps, and small caps, that it is going to turn around. I'm also betting that when it turns around, no one is going to be in the correct positions, and no one's going to have enough coins. They're not going to have as big a position as they would have, because during all of this is called a shakeout. This is retail selling because they can't take the pain. It's so painful that they just want to get rid of all of their altcoins. Once everyone doesn't have these altcoins anymore, they're going to send this thing so high, guys. And I see it coming. In one day, other gains was up. This was like 100-something%. So somebody is buying. It's just not you. They're going to accumulate these things for pennies, and they're going to be selling it back to everybody for dollars. And it's because they're creating the perfect storm with all of this fear. Let's talk about Trump coin. Because when Trump coin came into the market, it sucked a lot of liquidity out of the other altcoins, right? There was a rotation from all of the meme coins, all the meme coin valuation into the Trump coin meme coin. And then we look at Trump coin, and this thing went from $77 down to 15. So this is gonna eventually come back up, but I mean, when is it going to? Right? Might be a few months from now. But remember, the name of the game is to buy low. Buy low, right? There's nothing wrong with the coins. This project is a scam, that one's not a scam. There's nothing wrong with the coins. There's a problem of when you buy. All right. So I'm going to get going now, guys. Remember, keep a level head and do not lose focus and stop being emotional. Buy the lows, sell the highs. Peace out. Crypto.XL.